Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Deidre, and I would just like to show you how you can get wonderful, if you're into the art of coloring, I'd like to show you how you can get beautiful, vibrant colors like this by using a combination of markers and pens. And today I'm using the materials for markers. I'm using Stabilo. See if you can see that here. Stabilo. And for the pencils, I'm using Raffine, Raffine Marco Fine Art pencils. And the book that I'm using is called Flying Colors, printed by Penny Press. Okay, so what I basically do is I use the markers to outline the image. So for instance, so what I decided to do was I'm going to use a marker, let's say red, and the corresponding color in the pencil. So basically it's the same color, but one is a marker and one is a pencil. So let me demonstrate how I do it. So what I do first is I take the marker, and let's say I want to do this image, the heart. Let's see if you can see that a little closer. I want to do the heart. So what I do is I'll outline. I'm going to do an outline of the heart. And you don't have to press too hard, but just enough to outline. So you actually see where the marker is. Okay, like that. And then what I do is I take the pencil. Now, make sure that your pencil tips are somewhat sharp. This one's a little bit dull, so I'm gonna sharpen it before I do anything. Take a few seconds. So now I have a nice sharp point. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shade it lightly, and then I'll do a circle just around the perimeter, because you want to make sure you don't go outside the line. So you see it's coming out, and then I'll do the other side. And then once I have most of it colored all the way around the edges, then I just shade it in until I get the desired color that I want. Like so. And it'll come out like that. So now let me try another color. I'm going to use blue. So I have this color blue with the pencil and this color blue with the marker. And you can see they're more or less the same color. So again, I'm going to do the outline first with the marker. It takes a lot of concentration, and you try to make the line just as straight as possible. Okay, and again, I'm going to use the blue pencil to color in the space. And then I use a circular motion this time, because I find if you go back and forth as circles, it gives a nice smooth appearance. Now I try to make sure I try to get rid of those little tiny white spaces as much as possible so that the whole thing is colored. So it'll look like that. And for my final color, I think what I will do, I'll use yellow. Now with light colors such as yellow, um, when I make the highlights, you know, sometimes it's hard to see. When you have very tiny spaces, I kind of just do a little because you don't want the darker colors to bleed onto the lighter colors. I mean, what you could do is color, if you're going to use a light color, you know, use color with the light color first before you use a darker color. And then with the yellow, I'm just going to fill in. So it shows up very, very prominent, very dark and vibrant. So it'll look like this. As you can see the contrast between the heart. Let me see if I can get this closer. You can see the heart, the arrow, and the blue. So my friends, and basically, and I would just continue on through the whole picture, and when you finish, you'll get a beautiful result like that. Um, Also, I would also advise you, if you're using markers and you're coloring from a coloring book, make sure you have a blank piece of paper underneath the picture, because you would hate for, sometimes markers have a tendency to bleed through the paper, and you don't want the colors from the picture that you're coloring on to go on to the next picture. So that, my friends, is basically how you would color using markers and pencils. And I hope you have a wonderful day and happy coloring. Bye bye now.